Hello and hi everyone, my name is Luqman Roslan and I am presenter 1 and I will talk about the risk management at Tabung Haji. For the first point is always, means the old way of Muslim community, especially people from the rural or poor community, they usually purchase a land, rice field and cattle, and they also even store their saving beneath their pillow, mattress and floor, and even there is some that buried their saving on the ground. The reason behind this is because at that time there is no such well-organized system, storage or system yet. Furthermore, they also wanted to make sure that their saving that they wanted to use for the pilgrims is safe from any prohibited elements such as horror, riba and so on. So in a situation like that, a well-known economist named Prof. Aziz wanted to change the situation in order to help the Muslim community in the future. He then proposed a proposal named Pilgrims Economy Improvement Plan based on his study about the poverty and pilgrim savings. As a result of that, Tabung Haji was established on 1963 to help the Muslim, especially from the poor and rural community, to perform their pilgrims in the future. After a few years of operating, TH start to gain the trust of Muslim community, as it is already proven to everyone that it can help and make everything easy for the Muslim community who plan to do a pilgrims in the Holy Land. However, no matter how good the proposal or the organization or structured, it's still vulnerable to various type of risk. Type of risk will be explained in the further slide.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my name is Mama Aideel Zulkipli and 2030491924. Today, I want to talk about a six-man trust in Lembaga Tabung Haji. The first model Hajj management to enabling Muslims to fulfill the fifth pillar of Islam. And the second one is the fund administration to prudent administration of Muslim assets. And the second one is the deposit management to performing Sharia compliant in muamalat business. After that, there are three other main trusts in Lembaga Tabung Haji, which is a human capital to developing the professional talents of Mu'min. And the second one is a governance, good management and respected governance. And the last one is a Tabung Haji group to contributing to the development of halal economy. And we are going to talk about a statement on risk management. There are four risk management that we have known that Lembaga Tabung Haji have faced. The first one is the operational risk, the risk of losses due to errors, failures, and inadequacies, and the financial possible of losses arising from movement in market variable, and third, compliance risk, loss to reputation and business. The fourth of risk management, strategic and tactical risk, a possible source loss often determined by business plan performance. After we know about the fourth of risk management, we have now to take care how to overcome this risk, and we have anything system governance and internal control, the which part Tabung Haji organizational structure and authority matrix, and the second the code of conduct, and the number three is the system policies and procedures, and the three of the system governance and internal control may be to overcome this risk management and how to take care our company.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aideel bin Azli. So I will explain about types of risk faced by Tabung Haji. So the first risk is operational risk. So Lembaga Tabung Haji has also been through this risk since they started operating. According to Lembaga Tabung Haji, operational risk is the possibility of suffering losses as a result of mistakes, failures or shortcomings in Tabung Haji's internal business procedures technology, infrastructure, human resources or other factors. In order to ensure that Tabung Haji can operate well, they need to ensure the continuity of their business in good condition. So, in the case of Tabung Haji, due to its central role in safeguarding vital company operations and Tabung Haji's interest, business continuity is crucial for them. And it's also intends to make sure Tabung Haji can consistently carry out its commitment to its clients, the board and platinum stakeholders. Next, they also have to face information technology risk. The potential loss or damage to technical infrastructure or the usage of information technology in an organization as a result of procedural violations or attacks on information systems is an information technology risk that Tabung Haji must manage. The second risk that have to face by Tabung Haji is financial risk. So among the financial risk that Tabung Haji has to face is market risk. So Lembaga Tabung Haji defines market risk as the likelihood of losing money as a result of changes in market variables like pricing, profit margins, foreign exchange rates and other economic factors. Lembaga Tabung Haji also has to deal with credit risk and liquidity risk. Credit risk is the risk that will be there if the borrower defaults on the loan or is unable to uphold the contractual responsibilities. Next is liquidity risk. Liquidity risk is the risk that may cause Tabung Haji to be unable to meet its obligations due to a decline in value without suffering a loss which is undesirable.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I will continue with my subtopic, which is compliance risk. What is compliance risk? Compliance risk is a risk that happen if the institution does not follow the rule that have been stated in their institution. So if the institution fail to follow their rule, this will lead to this kind of risk. This can be proven with the case of Datuk Seri Abdul Aziz Abdul Rahim, which is one of the chairman of Tabung Haji, have involved in case about taking the money from Yayasan Tabung Haji about RM22 million for the political activities. Said that, another risk that have to face by Tabung Haji is strategic risk. What is mean of strategic risk? Strategic risk is a risk that happen if the institution fail to make a good plan. So if the institution fail to make a good plan, this will lead to this kind of risk. This can be proven with the situation that Tabung Haji have lost about RM4.1 million in their business because of they failed to make a good plan. So we move to the next topic, which is comparison between Tabung Haji institution and conventional institution. So in the conventional institution, they are free to do prohibited activities like riba, usury and gambling. But in Tabung Haji institution, they are not free to do so. It is because the prohibited elements like riba, usury, gambling are not allowed in Islam. So Tabung Haji have made an action to follow their act, which is prohibited the whistleblowing activities. It is because to avoid from financial fraud happen in their institution. One of the different of risks that Tabung Haji faces that the other conventional financial institution rarely face is reputational risk. This is because Tabung Haji often exposed in reputational risk due to the interference of the government. Based on the reality checks, you can see all over the news that often in the past few years, a few parties have taken advantage for the Tabung Haji for their own purpose or for political purpose. However, for the conventional financial institution, it is very unlikely to be interfered by the government unless it was an emergency situation of nation, like when the COVID-19 the government declared the memorandum, even though before this there is no act that allow the government to interfere with the memorandum power with the about the financial institution.
So we move to the next topic, which is risk management by Tabung Haji. In order to avoid from compliance risk, Tabung Haji must follow the act that has been stated to their institution. For example, like Anti-Money Laundering Act, which is prohibited the illegal activities for Tabung Haji institution. Besides that, another risk that have to avoid from Tabung Haji institution is strategic risk. To avoid that, Tabung Haji institution must have a good plan in their management. This can be seen in facing COVID-19, which is Tabung Haji have made a framework, which in their framework they have provided about 216 health assistance for the pilgrims of Hajj.
As a conclusion to that, Tabung Haji is already becoming a well-known institution in Malaysia, as it already become the first choice for every Malaysian who wanted to perform a pilgrims or wanted to store their money for pilgrims reason. This is due to the reason that Tabung Haji continue their work aggressively every year non-stop by promoting their package promotion and giving some dividend and hibah to the customer who invested in their company. We hope that Tabung Haji will continue to grow their influence and power in Malaysia, so the percentage of Muslim using a storing system that is accordance with Sharia law will rise up every year, and will create a community of Muslim that's all follow the divine orders from Allah.